Stage 4. How to add text and image overlays to your video. I'm going to return to my drawing a car in Adobe Illustrator video, and I want to add some text when I use the ellipse tool. So if I go to my tools icon down the bottom left hand corner of my screen, select tools, go to overlay and text. This will bring up a text box on screen, and I can change the text in this box. So use the ellipse tool and hold down the shift key to draw a perfect circle. Then I can redirect the arrow for this text box to the tool that I used. I can move around the text box and position it where I want it to be. Now you can see on the timeline at the bottom there's now a blue marker for where that text box is going to come in, be present on screen, and then exit the screen. So you can slide that blue marker for as long as you want that text box to appear on screen via your timeline. So the next part of the video where I want text is just before I use the pen tool to draw the car body. So I'm just positioning my timeline slider to just the position where I start to use the pen tool, and then I'm going to add some more text. So overlay, text, and again a text box comes up with your text goes here. I'm going to edit that text and just change it to use the pen tool to draw the car body. Then again I can position the arrow to where the pen tool is on the toolbox. And you can see now I'm looking at the time slider at the bottom to see how long I should have this text on screen for. So I bring in the text just as I start using the tool, and I'm going to position the text box. So you can see I'm just sliding through the video to see how long I want this text on the screen for. Okay, so I'm happy with the length of time that my text is on screen for. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is, as well as the text, I'd like to add image overlays, just to really highlight which tool I'm using. So if I go back to where I first put my text on and I click on the tools menu again and go to overlay, instead of text this time I'm going to click on image. Now I've saved a couple of images. This one illustrates the circle tool. So that's my image that just illustrates how you get to the circle tool. I'm going to position that nicely next to my text. And then I'm going to control that on the timeline slider so that lasts the same duration as my text. So now I'm happy I've got the duration of my image along with my text, so they match. So I'm going to do the same again when I use the pen tool. I'm going to introduce an image at the same time as the text. So again, go to tools, go to overlay, image, and I'm going to select an image for the pen tool. So that's brought in my little square image for the pen tool. I'm just going to slide that underneath my text, and I can resize this image simply by dragging one of the corners. Now I just need to make sure I've got the right duration on the timeline so it matches my text. When I'm happy with the duration, click OK. I'll just run through the time slider to check my timing. Click done when you're happy. So now just put in a title and a description of your video, and you can upload it direct to work.